Welcome to News 9. You are watching On Point with me. In today's edition, we have two on points. In Battleground Delhi, the focus is on AAP's freebie schemes, Sanjay Singh's wife's voter list controversy and Rahul Gandhi's Vietnam visit, while the real issues remain sidelined. The student movement in Bangladesh has called for the abolition of the 1972 constitution, describing it as Mujibist and influenced by India. But before that, quick look at the headlines. BJP says Rahul Gandhi flew to Vietnam to enjoy New Year after exploiting Manmohan Singh's death. Congress replies with the get well jibe. Actor turned politician Vijay meets Tamil Nadu governor in Chennai amid outrage over the sexual assault incident at Anna University. Pawan Kalyan defends CM Revanth Reddy and Allu Arjun's arrest over Pushpa 2 stampede. Telangana Assembly passes unanimous resolution seeking conferment of Bharat Ratna on former PM Manmohan Singh. Indefinite strike from January 2 announces Prashant Kishore following the lathi charge on BPSC candidates in Patna, while BPSC aspirants accuse him of abandoning them during the incident. Karnataka BJP seeks resignation of Congress Minister Priyank Kharge over contractor suicide. Priyank Kharge accuses BJP of hatching baseless allegations. Maharashtra Minister Nitish Rane labels Kerala mini Pakistan defense claims amid backlash. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee visits Sandesh Khali for the first time since protests erupted over sexual harassment allegations against local TMC. And North India struggles with cold wave. IMD warns of harsher conditions. With elections in Delhi round the corner, it is an open from freebies to Rohingya to pruning of the electoral rolls. Election is make or break for the AAP. It is a matter of prestige for BJP and survival for the Congress party. What is missing are the real issues. Firstly, AAP is on a freebie roll as it has introduced numbers of freebies right before the elections. Kejriwal on Monday announced his fifth scheme, the Pujari Granthis Samman Rashi, under which monthly amount of 18,000 will be given to temple priests and gurdwara Granthis if the party returns to power. In another development, AAP Sanjay Singh accused the BJP of attempting to remove his wife's name from Delhi voter list. The BJP countered it by saying that his wife is registered as a voter in Uttar Pradesh and demanded action by Election Commission, alleging she had voted in Delhi Lok Sabha election. Adding to drama, Rahul Gandhi's Vietnam trip added fuel to the fire. After former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's funeral, the BJP accused him of disrespecting the national mourning period by travelling abroad. BJP also slammed Congress, alleging that the Gandhi family exploits Sikh support while harbouring animosity towards the community. Now, what are the issues? AAP's freebies. Now, AAP has promised 5 welfare schemes before the elections. AAP's Pujari and Granthi scheme is the latest. Then there is another controversy of Sanjay Singh's wife's voter list on the name. You know, the whole issue of names being edited from the electoral list. And then Rahul Gandhi's Vietnam visit. Now, adding to this is the Rohingya settler row. Now, what are the issues that are ignored? Water, electricity, air quality, transport, infrastructure, health. So these are the issues like education that should have been at the heart of the debate, but really election go into it. And similarly, we are talking about Rohingyas, we are talking about Vietnam, we are talking about number of freebie schemes which are right before the elections. But before we go to other issues, let's listen into some of the most crucial political reactions of the day, because it's now Delhi votes.
योजना का नाम है पुजारी ग्रंथि सम्मान योजना। इस योजना के तहत मंदिरों में भगवान की पूजा करने वाले लोगों को, पूजा करवाने वाले पुजारियों को और गुरुद्वारे में ग्रंथियों को हर महीने सम्मान राशि देने का प्रावधान है। इसे मैं वेतन या तनख्वाह नहीं कहूँगा, एक तरह से इनका सम्मान करने के लिए इसकी घोषणा कर रहे हैं कि लगभग 18,000 रुपये महीना इनको सम्मान राशि दी जाएगी हमारी सरकार बनने पर।
तो अब इन्होंने भगवान राम का सहारा लेना शुरू किया है, तो आज इन्होंने ये घोषणा की है। तो आज जब चुनाव सर पर है तो इनको ये घोषणाएं याद आ रही हैं। हमारा ये मत है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जब सरकार बनेगी, सबसे पहले ग्रंथी और पुजारियों को वेतन दिया जाएगा।
हम अपने ही देश में बांग्लादेशी हो गए। वो पूर्वांचल के लोग जो 30-30, 40-40 साल से दिल्ली में रह के अपने श्रम, अपने परिश्रम से देश की राजधानी को आगे बढ़ाने का काम कर रहे हैं। और जब मैंने ये मुद्दा उठाया तो उन्होंने बदला लेने के लिए, सबक सिखाने के लिए, मेरी पत्नी का वोट कटवाने के लिए ही एप्लीकेशन दे दिया।
खुद ही खेल करते हैं और फिर बाद में उसको तमाशा बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं। उनको बोलिए राजनीति करें, परंतु थोड़ा समझ कर करें। आजकल डिजिटल जमाना है, आपकी हर जानकारी डिजिटल माध्यम से जानकारी मिल जाती है।
राहुल गांधी के समय पर एलओपी का मतलब लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन नहीं, बल्कि लीडर ऑफ पर्यटन और लीडर ऑफ पार्टी बन चुका है। एक संवैधानिक पद को इन्होंने नेता प्रतिपक्ष से बदलकर लीडर ऑफ पार्टी और लीडर ऑफ पर्यटन बना रखा है। प्रधानमंत्री मनमोहन सिंह जी के इस दुखद निधन पर अपना शोक प्रकट करने के बदले, जैसे कि राहुल गांधी से अपेक्षित है, मीडिया के माध्यम से खबर यह आ रही है कि राहुल गांधी पर्यटन और पार्टी के लिए निकल चुके। वैसे राहुल गांधी और पार्टी, राहुल गांधी और विदेशी पर्यटन, ये अब बहुत ही सामान्य बात बन चुकी है।
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी को तो तिल को ताल बनाने का उनको इस मामले में महारत है। हर चीज को एक लोगों के सामने, हकीकत क्या है वो सब लोग जानते हैं। देखिए, राहुल जी यहाँ लगातार जब तक मनमोहन सिंह जी की पूरी जो क्रिया होती है वो नहीं होगी, तब तक वो कहीं नहीं गए और थ्रू आउट साथ में रहे, उनके परिवार के साथ रहे। और ये बात भारतीय जनता पार्टी इसलिए कह रही कि वो भटकाना चाहते हैं।
Now the questions, and then I'll go to the guests. So the question is there a problem with the voter list in Delhi, or is it an election tamasha? That's number one. Second, economic help to pujaris and granthis genuine, or is it appeasement? 3. Is Rahul's visit abroad a real issue or a ploy to organize Sikh votes in Delhi? 4th, will Rahul Gandhi's foreign visit dilute Congress's stand on Manmohan Singh's funeral issue that the party itself has raised? These are the 4 issues. Now, the entire debate today when it came to elections in Delhi were around these issues. I'm joined by Dr. Sanjay Singh of AAP, spokesperson Aam Aadmi Party, Smith Singh Man, spokesperson Congress Party, Neoma Gupta, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party, and Professor Siddharth Mishra, political analyst. Thank you all of you for joining me. Let me straight away go to Neoma Gupta, spokesperson BJP, and then I'll go to AAP spokesperson and then to Congress. Is Rahul's visit, 3 parts to this debate: Rahul's visit, electoral rolls, and the freebies galore. So I'll start with Rahul's visit to Vietnam. Is it an electoral issue, madam?
When it comes to Congress, we have maintained that Congress can do nothing for Delhi because it is neither the strength, will, vision, or inclination to fight what is wrong. They prefer the comfort of their homes and comfy chairs. Sorry, but ask anyone and they will tell you this. The cadre last, it completely is lackluster and they have no issues to run. The Congress has been ineffective and downright weak as an opposition party, not hitting the streets for anything, tactically supporting Aam Aadmi Party's misendeavors with their silence, which speaks volumes. So him going anywhere is so irrelevant to me personally. Let's just see what happened in the last week. The senior Congress leader Ajay Makan calling Mr. Kejriwal an anti-national. The youth Congress members filing a case of cheating and forgery with Arvind Kejriwal. I mean, look at the dichotomy of their relationship. It's like kabhi haan, kabhi na. It's all about being so manipulative when it comes to politics. So when it comes to Congress, they are completely irrelevant to me because they've been a very, very quiet opposition. Let's take the example of the liquor scam. Initially in 2022, the INC filed a complaint with the Delhi police.
I'm stopping you. There's a bit of a problem with your line. There's a bit of a problem because only your voice is coming. Neoma, your video has gone out. I'll come back to you. We will fix that. Let me go to Smith Singh Man. BJP says that you are irrelevant.
I think BJP is really scared of what Congress achieved in the national elections, what the Congress has done with Rahul Gandhi ji's yatra. They are saying we can't get out of home, but Rahul Gandhi ji has walked 25 kilometers per day. And there has been for 2 months a yatra in Delhi by the Congress. Congress has been raising issues of the people. She's talking about the liquor scam. Why not talk about the DOG and Adani? Why not talk about the monopoly issue that Congress is raising, that the country is given to one corporate? And as you earlier said, Kartikeya, I really agree with you. The issues here are healthcare, education, infrastructure. The issues are the real issues of Delhi, and all Aam Aadmi Party and BJP is running away from those real issues. The freebie issues and what the BJP spokesperson is saying is a blatant way of running away from the real issues of Delhi, the real issues of people. And I think this debate, as you mentioned in the beginning, should be about the real issues. And if it's about that, both parties, we can show that how they are fooling people, they are lying to the people. Coming to the main issue of freebies, I think Ambedkar ji and Bhagat Singh ji both have been completely disrespected by the Aam Aadmi Party with this freebie issue. They have gone against the Article 27 of the Indian Constitution. They have gone against the values of the Indian Constitution, the values of working for economic equality, working for secularism. So what is happening in Delhi, and they're forgetting real issues. All this is being done to hide that government has not achieved nothing in so many years.
I really don't know how are you equating with the constitutional values, because when it comes to freebies, I think every political party has announced it. I'm really missing the link. I'm really missing the link.
I can answer that. Let me answer that. The Article 27 of the Indian Constitution reads this: no person shall be compelled to pay any taxes, the proceeds of which are specifically appropriated in payment of expenses for promotion or maintenance of any particular religion or religious domination. So what they are doing is they're using public taxes for supporting any religion, first with the imams and now with the Hindus and Sikhs, which is wrong.
Okay, Dr.
Which is completely against Constitution.
Okay, Dr. Sanjay Singh Ahluwalia, economic help or appeasement, sir? Can you please unmute yourself, sir? Mr. Ahluwalia, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Economic help or appeasement?
These all are social welfare scheme. Whenever we talk about people, it is not about just making an establishment, making a big industry. It is about investing in human resources. What is human resources? How we can, make a good human resources out of things. That is by giving them good education, by giving them good health. And what is the problem in providing them good health and good education? Why can't we give 300 or 200 units electricity free to the people? What is the problem? The same thing happened in Karnataka by the Congress government. The same thing they tried to do in Himachal by the Congress government, though they failed. because you need a brain to do the things. So I am very clearly saying, when you invest in human resources, it will always come back to the society. When you give big freebies to the industries, when you give subsidized rates to big industries, and when people run away from India as the BJP is doing, and then you clear out all the loans given to the industry, what are that? Are these freebies? When you cannot give loan waiver to the farmers, but
I'm sorry, my question, sir,
sir,
my question to you was, are these economic help or electoral freebies?
So the social welfare, when I started with the social welfare. What is social welfare? How it is used? It is not called political freebies. It is not during the elections. Whenever the Aam Aadmi Party started its campaigning, it always used to say that we will invest in the education, we will invest in the health. And if we are doing it, what is the problem in it? Now, the problem is that if we have started doing the Pujari or Granthi Saman Yojana, why it is important? You have to understand one thing, why it is important. We are going to the religion places every day. We are teaching our students, our kids, that we should go to the mandir, we to go to gurdwara, but we should at the same time appraise the people, the pujaris, the granthis over there, that who are for whole life serving for whom? Serving for us. They are making us, clear, and they are maintaining the good rapport between us, and they are putting everybody in same line. But at the same time, if we are trying to give something to pujaris and to the granthis, it is our duty. I should say to the BJP and to the Congress as well, if BJP has government in 20 states, in which state you have done this like this, I request them to do it. This is a good scheme. This is not some freebies or something like that.
Fair enough.
It is called social welfare. Economic
you are saying it's social welfare scheme. Fair enough. You are saying social welfare. Professor Siddharth Mishra, does it qualify as social welfare? Because after that, I'm going to run a couple of bites. Is it social welfare? 5 1-to-1 schemes, right before the election. So welfareism before election.
These are Kartike electoral strategies. They are getting ready for electoral battle, and all these strategies are being adopted looking at the profile of the voters. And you see, we all, go by the figures which the economists give out, that Delhi's GDP is doing so well, GDP is the highest in the country. But the fact of the matter is that 60% of the voters in Delhi belong to families whose monthly income is not 50,000 even. That is on the higher side. On the lower side, it is much lower. Where the husband and the wife both are earning, it can be 20,000, 25,000. So in that kind of this electoral profile, where your voters are so poor, this money matters in this kind of scenario. And Mr. Kejriwal, who is a very, very intelligent politician who understands the profile of the voter very well. So these, every the day in and day out, when the voter of Delhi is fighting for a survival
but Mr. Mishra, there is an issue here. The issue is, can public exchequer be utilized to pay for religious endowments like this? That is one question. I'll come to it. Let me play out the bites and I'll go to Neoma, sir. Mr. Ahluwalia, Neoma, I need to go to her, but let me play out the bites first.
देखिए 17 महीने हो गए और एक दिन के बाद 18 महीने हो जाएंगे। हमारी तनख्वाह नहीं मिली है और हम पिछले 6 महीने से बराबर प्रयास कर रहे हैं। मुख्यमंत्री से मिले हैं, एलजी से मिले हैं, अश्वनी कुमार से मिले हैं, जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जो पूरी दिल्ली को देख रहे हैं, छोटे बड़े जितने भी अफसर हैं, उन तमाम लोगों से मिलकर हम परेशान होकर यहाँ आए हैं, ताकि अरविंद केजरीवाल से भी पूछें कि भाई आपकी पार्टी, आपकी सरकार हमें सैलरी क्यों नहीं दे रही है।
दिल्ली के पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने धर्म की राजनीति शुरू कर दी है। ये आम आदमी पार्टी भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ जन मैदान में आई थी। आज पूरी तरह से धर्म के नाम पर चुनावी वोटों की राजनीति हो रही है। अभी दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री ने एक धार्मिक स्थल पर जाकर अपनी चुनावी घोषणा का ऐलान किया कि हम मंदिर के पुजारी और गुरुद्वारों के ग्रंथियों को हर महीने 18,000 देंगे। ये तब क्यों घोषणा नहीं की जब आपने कहा था कि हम हर मस्जिद के इमामों को तनख्वाहें देंगे? देनी भी शुरू कर दी। आज वही मस्जिदों के इमाम इस समय आपके दरवाजे पर खड़े हुए हैं।
अरविंद केजरीवाल की घोषणाओं का कोई अर्थ नहीं है। घोषणा उसकी मानी जाती है जिसका ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड साफ हो। अरविंद केजरीवाल का 10 साल का जो ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है उसमें आप देखेंगे तो जितनी घोषणाएं जब अरविंद केजरीवाल ने की, एक भी घोषणा को उन्होंने क्रियान्वित नहीं किया। इसीलिए मैं अरविंद केजरीवाल को गजनी कहता हूं, क्योंकि गजनी चीजें भूल जाता है। ऐसे अरविंद केजरीवाल भी घोषणाएं करके भूल गए हैं। ये मात्र चुनावी स्टंट से अधिक कुछ नहीं।
उन्होंने कहा कि हम आप मंदिर के पुजारियों को और गुरुद्वारा के ग्रंथियों को 18,000 रुपया सम्मान राशि देंगे।
आप लोग संतुष्ट हैं क्या?
हाँ, संतुष्ट हैं, संतोष है हम लोगों को।
अपनी तरफ से
नहीं, कुछ नहीं।
उन्होंने हम लोगों को बुलाया और संतुष्ट होकर बात किया, और बात करके उन्होंने कहा कि सारे मंदिरों के जितने भी हमारे दिल्ली के मंदिर हैं, उन मंदिरों के सभी पुजारियों के लिए 18,000 रुपये मासिक बांधने की उन्होंने वचन दिया है।
Now let me straight away go to Neoma Gupta. Straight question. Religious politics?
Yeah.
Is it religious politics?
Election charge. Can I just explain my point? I'll just take you through a relevant timeline literally in a minute. In January 2019, the Delhi government increased the salaries of the imams, I think from 10,000 to 18,000 and 9,000 to 16,000 when it comes to the muezzin. At that time, did the thought of pujaris and granthis living in poverty even cross their mind? Did religious equality not strike them over there? No, because right now it's all about election relevance. Okay, when in March 24, the Delhi High Court issued a notice to the Delhi government and the Delhi Waqf Board in response to the plea challenging the government's policy of utilizing public funds, which you questioned, to pay the salaries or honorarium to imams and muezzins. The plea has been filed by Rukmani ji, and may I just say, it clearly states, if today the government is allowed to spend out of the public exchequer by granting honorarium to a religious leader or a particular religious community to the exclusion of similar treatment to the religious leaders of other religious communities, such government action being unconstitutional cannot be set for public purpose. The matter is still pending and it will be, I think, heard in Jan. My simple thing is either pay people from all religions a salary or pay none. It's a basic tenet of democracy, right? Now, if I can just go back to specify, there is no fundamental problem with anybody giving salaries to community. The problem is with trusting and honoring your commitment. Look at their past record. Look at their budgets. Their budget make it sound very rosy. I would actually like to ask them, when it comes to giving the women 2,100 as they promised the same thing in Punjab, and not 1 rupee has been given till date. And this was again in 2022. You have to walk your talk, my friend. What is the agenda? Why do you come out at the nth moment just before the elections and make all this? What were you doing for the past 10 years? And what happens in this garb of giving all these schemes? What is happening to the Delhi Pani? Look at the condition of Yamuna. Look at the condition of the health. Look at the condition of the school. I can straight away evaluate of all this. Look at the pollution. Look at the air. Why aren't you taking care of what is required for us to live? Instead of coming out with the schemes at a very manipulative time and promising the sun, water and earth, but you don't explain to me. I would like the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson to give me a breakdown of how they plan to sustain this. I want an economic breakdown for this. I want to see the viability and sustainability of this. I'll tell you a small example. When it came to the garbage control, compared to last year, the incidents of just the open fires were, I think they've increased by 38%. Your Delhi waste to energy incinerators were like some 8,000 tons. Nothing has been done. Transportation. Look at the budget of 24-25. AAP, in fact, reduced the transport ministry's budget by 38%. On one side, what is required in terms of being utilities and the basic mandates of life, you're cutting budgets. Then you're at this time. Why did you not do this 10 years back? Why did a person from BJP have to go to High Court to question all this? You have to understand, elections is not something based on lies and deceit, which seems to be the cardinal rule of Aam Aadmi Party. And when it comes to the Congress person, at that time I was cut out. I want to ask them, how did they play an active shaking hands with them on the same plinth? Please explain that to me.
Okay. Mr. Mann, to you, and then I'll go to Mr. Ahluwalia. Yes.
I think something I would like to really add here. to understand how Aam Aadmi Party really lies about freebies.
Neoma had a question, sir. You need to also answer that. If AAP is such a villain, you fought elections with them in Lok Sabha. You fought elections with them.
We fought elections with the Aam Aadmi Party Lok Sabha because we stood up against the country being sold to one corporate. We fought with the Aam Aadmi Party the Lok Sabha elections because the constitution needed preservation. We fought the elections with the Aam Aadmi Party on an ideological agenda to save India from India's constitution being changed, that BJP MPs were saying that we will change once we cross 400 mark. And in Delhi, we have been raising people's issues. Delhi has given Congress 3 governments after the last BJP government.
Mr. Mann, Mr. Mann, let me call spade a spade. This is ideological, acrobatics. I mean to say, the larger battle at the center, the lesser evil at Delhi. This is ideological acrobatic. I mean, so the way your leader Ajay Makan described Kejriwal, I think Farjiwada, some Farjiwal, the word he used.
Let's okay, then talk about that. How many leaders you have been speaking against in different states? The BJP has been speaking against, and then you do alliance. What happened in Meghalaya? Amit Shah ji was speaking against the chief minister, and as soon as the election result came, you went in alliance. Who will go and defend that? There are so many leaders from all the parties joining the BJP, and as soon as they join the BJP, they go into a washing machine. Their corruption charges are gone. They become the best people. I think BJP cannot talk about hypocrisy here. Congress has been raising people's local issues against the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, and there was a national issue during the Lok Sabha election. That is why we came together. That was about protecting the country. Now coming to this election, there is something specific I would like to say, which I agree with Professor Mishra. I agree with also the BJP spokesperson here for this point, that the Aam Aadmi Party has actually been lying to the people about freebies. They are promising, targeting these schemes. They know what voter needs to be targeted and doing it. In Punjab, from 34 months ago, they promised 1,000 rupees to every woman every month. Those 34,000 rupees plus interest is pending of Punjab every woman with the Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party spokesman needs to answer when are they going to pay that. And coming to this, our real problem with this is that they are religiously discriminating and choosing first imams, then this Sindhus, then Sikhs. This is what is wrong. This is what is anti-constitutional. People need to be given benefit. Social welfare need to be done. Human development, I agree with. Giving funds to economically weaker section, no problem with that. But religiously choosing it, completely against the Constitution of India. As I read the Article 27 of the Indian Constitution, it is blatantly against what Ambedkar ji stood for and what Bhagat Singh ji stood for. I think putting both those pictures by the Aam Aadmi Party, they should be ashamed of themselves. What promises they have made to people, and just because they have failed as a party fighting against corruption in Punjab and in Delhi, looking at the state of Punjab today, they have failed in their healthcare and education agenda. No medical college, no hospital is opened in Punjab in the last 2 years. They have come into power. Looking at their track record, and now they're coming into this freebie, and that's also targeting them religiously. Aam Aadmi Party has completely gone against the Constitution.
Two people have spoken against Aam Aadmi Party. I think, I should open the floor for Mr. Ahluwalia. He needs the time to defend his party. But I have a question for you. I know you will answer sumoto to what Smith has said or Neoma has said. Why have you announced so many freebies right before the election? I'm not saying other parties don't do it. If Aam Aadmi Party is so proud of its track record as a governance and a developmental party, you could have just fought on what you have done in last 10 years.
So just tell me that whether Delhi people are getting 200 unit of electricity free, yes or no? Does people of Delhi getting good education? The reason behind it that Narendra Modi brought the US president's wife to a school of Delhi. What was the reason? Why the Mahalla Clinic model got the award, and there was study done on it that it is a good health service. Why everything they say that they have done nothing, they have done nothing. People of Delhi are saying today that we are getting free electricity. Even you are getting that free electricity. If the school education standards had gone up because of Manish Sisodia or because of Aam Aadmi Party, no, you have to listen now. Because of Aam Aadmi Party, then you have to agree to it. When you bring US president's wife to show the school of Delhi government, why you have not taken them to Gujarat? Now you are saying that you have done nothing in you. That I want to say that even in Punjab, 300 unit of electricity is free. And they are saying that they are not giving, they are just asking for freebies. The Congress has done same in the Himachal, but they failed to do so. Why? They have promised, but they have not done. Now we are talking about the pollution. The pollution is not the matter only of Delhi. It is the where the BJP is ruling the government over there. It is the matter of Uttar Pradesh also. There also BJP is there. Even in Punjab, when Aam Aadmi Party came into the power, when we came into the government, the 72% of fire events have gone down. What was the reason behind it? This time, if you check your Delhi weather, this time it was less. Why? Even UP, we always said that we should have a joint meeting about this, about pollution, but the center has done nothing about it. You say it is because directly from Punjab, the dhua comes and directly enters the Delhi. It is from Haryana, madam. You have to see your Haryana also. They have done nothing about it. We have established so many war rooms. You have done nothing about it. Whatever we promised, whatever Arvind Kejriwal promised, he always fulfilled it. And I don't understand what is your problem if we want to give Pujari welfare scheme or Granthis welfare scheme. You should appreciate it and apply it in other states as well. But you are trying to say that Pujari should not get, Granthis should not get. Why? It is the right if the Aam Aadmi Party government promises anything, and if Arvind Kejriwal says that we will give, then we are ready to give. That is why saying, but you have a problem with social. But at the same time, Nirav Modi can run to other countries because of your failure. You have given him lot of things, the big diamond brands, the big industries, everything, monopoly in the mobile sector, monopoly in every sector, which is done by whom? By the Bharatiya Janata Party. Only to favor whom? Only two big people, two big brother from other states. No, sir, let me speak. No, I listen to Congress person, I listen to BJP. Give me chance also. When you have called Aam Aadmi Party, let us also say something. Now you say we have a problem with the voter list. The voter list. What is the problem with the voter list? Why BJP is scared? When there is a time limit that the voter list cannot be changed after this or before this, why they want to say that 10,000 यहाँ से काट दो, 5,000 यहाँ से काट दो? अरे क्या बातें करते हो? चैनल्स के ऊपर बैठ के झूठ ही झूठ बोलते हो. Your performance in last election in Punjab, in Delhi was what? Wherever Aam Aadmi Party comes, BJP goes down, Congress finish. This is the clear rule. But you are not understanding. We have no problems. You give all the facilities to the people. We are the professional people. We will return to our businesses. We will return to our professions. We have no problems. But because of your no performance, because you have done nothing, you just put allegations. Baseless. You just want to say that
Mr. Ahluwalia, I'm not going back to any spokesperson. I just need to give some time to Professor Siddharth Mishra also. He has been very, very patient. Mr. Mishra, I know spokesperson will take the party positions, but elections are always pivoted on certain issues. 2013 and 15 election was pivoted on corruption, and Congress bore the brunt. I mean, just a brunt in the sense that they were decimated. The subsequent election was pivoted around the way the Juggi Jhopadi clusters, the minorities, the Purvanchalis, they organized around the Aam Aadmi Party. So the vote base held on. As a journalist, I want to know from you, where is this election pivoted? Where is it moving? Every election moves around certain issues. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, it's important to first, look at the profile of Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson said that we are a party of professionals who can go back to their professions. Delhi's current assembly Aam Aadmi Party profile, more than half of your MLAs are not even graduates. Which profession they will go back to? They are full-time professional politicians. So Aam Aadmi Party of 2013 is very, very different from what is Aam Aadmi Party today in 2024 and the elections that they go to 2025. So let's have that clarity first. It is very different party. The second thing which you said about yes,
what are the issues? Every election has an issue. It has a pivot. People might not write about it, but the politicians know about it. They might not talk about it, but they will campaign on those issues.
From corruption to development to freebies. Aam Aadmi Party has been Aam Aadmi Party government. I'm sorry to say this. Talking about just I will take a few points which are raised. The talk of the talk of parali, the pollution. We all we in Delhi are very, very pained for this whole issue. We the residents of Delhi are very, very pained about this whole issue and the kind of migration which takes place out of Delhi because of the pollution. Sir, Punjab was required to set up 84 parali processing plants. You have operated just 8 of them this year. You were supposed to make 84 plants operational, just 10%. So blaming others is fine, but look inwards also what you have done towards
Sir,
this
Haryana
position.
has more fire than us, sir.
Forget about
Haryana has
Haryana,
more
sir.
fire than us.
Forget about
Yeah,
Haryana,
Uttar
sir.
Pradesh
Mr.
has
Mishra,
more fire
complete your
than
point.
us.
Mr. Mishra,
We
you
have
know one thing, Mr. Mishra, one thing I really about allow it. I know it looks a bit drab, but at least some concrete conversation happens. Okay, make your point.
Now you know, there are facts. There are facts in the government website which I am sharing with you. Now how are you going to distribute the freebies to the pujaris? Do you have a system of temples in Delhi, temple registration in Delhi? The only registered trust temples in Delhi, they all have their trust, they pay to their pujaris. Which are these pujaris that they are going to pay to? Are you going to set up similar camps? The way you set up for this 1,000 rupees money, and then call all pujaris all over Delhi and set up these camps and create a tamasha the way you created 10 days back, 15 days back. So, Karthike, as I said, Delhi is a very, very poor state. Delhi lives on freebies. Delhi's electoral profile is such that today they are forced to live on freebies. And Mr. Kejriwal understands this, that he has turned this city into a city of electors who will thrive on freebies, and that's why announcement after announcement of freebies. That's the whole strategy of his election.
पुजारी को पैसा देना freebies नहीं है.
पुजारी को पैसे कैसे दोगे?
पुजारी को पैसा देना freebies नहीं है. पुजारी को उनके हक का दे रहे.
बिरला मंदिर ट्रस्ट पैसे देता है.
नहीं, आप ये देखिए, तो हरियाणा के अंदर इन्होंने अनाउंस किया था.
सैलरी देती है.
You tell us one thing, पुजारियों को देना गलत है सर. पुजारियों को देना गलत है.
प्रबंधक कमेटी, दिल्ली सिख गुरुद्वारा प्रबंधक कमेटी
उनको देना गलत है.
तनख्वाह देता है. उनको आप किसको तनख्वाह दोगे?
We are not ready to pay them, sir. They are getting 3,000 rupees. सर आप 3,000 रुपए देते हैं पुजारी को. अगर 18,000 कोई दे रहा है, प्रॉब्लम क्या है सर? What is the problem?
Okay.
Why it is not possible?
The problem is not money. No, I think I think the problem is not money. What the other panelists have raised is something, is of a grave concern. One, is it constitutionally correct, which both Neoma and Smith Singh Man has raised, and well, the courts are even, courts can even strike it down. And secondly, where will the money come from? I mean, so there has to be a limit. If I may use the word quote in quote, political inducement. Neoma, to you and then to Mr. Smith Singh Man and then to Mr. Ahluwalia.
So to the Aam Aadmi Party spokesman, I want to make something abundantly clear. For 10 years, BJP has been pressurizing the AAP government into doing this. We have even done dharnas to that extent. So when Mr. Kejriwal and company, it's funny to think that you've taken this step and we are going to say that it's some master stroke or corner art. Nothing like that. We question your viability and sustainability.
Madam,
and
you
the
give in
trust
your states, why you are saying this? Why you are not giving to the pujaris in your states?
Can I finish?
Why you are not giving? Why don't you do in your states? We want to give. Why you are stopping us from giving, the Saman Rashi to the pujaris? What is the problem with you?
Oh God,
what is the issue? Tell us.
Okay, Mr. Mr. Ahluwalia, please. Okay.
No, Karthikeya ji, why they want to stop
Ahluwalia,
us
the
from
only thing you are
giving?
asking is, I don't need to defend any spokesperson here. Only thing you are saying is कि क्या उनको पैसा देना गलत है. It's not up to me. It's for up to her. सही हो गलत है. Let her complete her argument. Then I'll come to you.
नहीं होना चाहिए. Why they are
but let her do it. At least let her put a point across. Then I'll go to Mr. Man. Then I'll come to you.
They says कि हमने इसके लिए धरने लगाए. अब धरने लगाए, अगर कोई दे रहा है तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है? मैडम जी, अगर आपने धरने लगाए तो हम दे रहे हैं.
Let her finish, Mr. Ahluwalia. Let her finish. It doesn't need to come down to this. Yeah, please.
May I be allowed to speak without an interruption?
Go ahead.
Just out of basic courtesy.
Go ahead.
We have no respect when it comes to not honoring what you have to do. If you make a commitment, you have to honor it, and your track record is not so rosy. And sir, you talk about an agenda and how BJP lacks it, even though you well know that our manifesto in fact is being prepared for release very soon, and it involves the people we have taken in voluntary thing. I'd actually like to tell the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, I'm sorry, I don't know the name because I'm not reading my specs. When it comes to healthcare, the Delhi government's healthcare model is greatly exaggerated. Most Delhi government hospitals face, in fact, medicine shortages When it comes to your education, the world-class model, which looks so glamorous outside, the truth is very different. In fact, in the 2015 manifesto, AAP had promised 500 new schools. RTI of 2022 revealed only 63 were built. There are children who are doing double shift. So when it comes to the basics for Delhi, it has not been given to us. Okay? When you make a promise, as I said, look at what happened in Punjab when it came to the women. You haven't done.
Completed,
you keep asking, right? What is GDP?
education completed, health completed,
you keep asking, what
bus
is
service
BJP?
completed. No, things
Kartikeya,
which we have
please
completed. Please
request him.
appreciate that, madam.
Ahluwalia,
You said we-
Mr. Ahluwalia.
I'm not done.
What we have completed.
Mr.
you
Mr.
can
Ahluwalia.
about that also.
Newma,
I can't
please.
argue.
No.
Mr.
When
Newma,
she is
complete your
putting
point.
blame on us, please answer us also when we have completed.
When
We have
I
completed.
completely
Yeah, we
make
have
you
done one thing in
responsible for
Punjab that is hurting you more. That more, not one MLA, one pension, that we have done. That is against you. That is your problem. What is the problem? When we
Sir,
have
I'll tell
created things in electricity, we have created with water, we have created with buses, why you are not
You
appreciating
know,
that?
you know what
Why
is the
only you are
biggest
only
issue? You know
blaming?
what is the biggest
Now,
issue?
whatever
You know, I
Arvind
wish,
Kejriwal
I wish I
said,
would have created
he
a data
fulfilled
in this program. All the states can walk in laughing into the bankruptcy, Mr. Mishra. If we actually combine the program of the freebie component of the electioneering, it is actually a huge chunk which people don't realize. People forget about it. Because the promises you make are also kept. They are not done away. People remember that. Isn't that, Mr. Mishra?
Can I have just my half a minute?
Sure.
Yeah, I will. Yes. Okay, Sir, Congress.
No, you go ahead, then I'll go to Mr. Man.
Yeah. I will. The point I was trying to make is that you see today in Delhi, it's a very, very miserable situation. The voters are living in absolute misery today, and that is what I have been insisting again and again. And the whole, you see, I've been a student of Delhi politics for a very long time. So today the voter looks for mere survival. That's the question in Delhi. And whatever little money, whatever little cash comes his or her way, he's very, very, very happy about it. And he's not thinking in long term, not really thinking in long term. You see, what else, what remains to collapse in Delhi? They have not added a single bus to DTC. The whole public transport has crashed. You see, for control pollution, you banned gadis, you banned cars, private cars. Where do we go? How do we travel? The metro is what was projected ridership of metro. Today metro is providing only 50% of that. That has been the rate of development of metro. As I told you, DTC, not a single bus has been added. The 2,000 buses which have come, which also has a scam, the money for that was given by center and that electricity buses. The roads, we all know what happened last summer. There were no roads.
The bottom line is, you make a promise, how can you keep a promise and how can you keep a state healthy? I'm really sorry, sir. Mr. Man, and then I'll go the closing comment to Mr. Ahluwalia. Mr. Man. Yes, you have been patient.
Kartikeya, just want to say that the drama that we are seeing the AAP spokesman do here is all they are planning to do. Nobody is against helping a Pujari ji, a Granthi ji and Imam Sahib as citizens of India. They actually don't want to help them. What they want to do is, they know courts will strike this down. They know this is anti-constitutional. They want to create drama and get votes. And then they know the courts will stop it, so they don't have to pay. Coming to their track record, I think first they were blaming Punjab for all the pollution. Now they have shifted to Haryana after they have formed the government. They can tell us any paddy straw management plant that they have tendered and put. All of them have started the tendering started in 2018.
I'm sorry I have to stop you because I also have a question to Mr. Ahluwalia. I'm sorry, there's a time limit. Mr. Ahluwalia, my question to you is, how will you quantify for all the pujaris? ये मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं, ये जो पुजारी की लिस्ट है वो कौन बनाएगा और ये कैसे बनेगी? I really want to understand that, sir.
Arvind Kejriwal ji clearly in his press conference says that tomorrow morning I am going to Hanuman Mandir and I will do the registration there. Our all MLAs and MLA candidates will visit different mandirs, gurdwaras, and our party volunteers will visit, and they will make the proper, the registration will be done, and under which this scheme will be given to the people. Now, if the same manifesto, what we have done,
may not survive the scrutiny of the court.
Let me complete.
They know it already.
The same manifesto, what we have done in Delhi and in Punjab, Congress has copied it. BJP has copied for other states. Now they want to copy our manifesto, and because they cannot, वो कहते हैं चीटिंग के लिए भी दिमाग चाहिए. अब इसके अंदर भी इनके अंदर कमी रह जाती है क्योंकि चीटिंग करनी भी नहीं आती. The member parliament परमेश वर्मा, उन्होंने 1100 रुपया पहले ही देना शुरू कर दिया. उन्होंने समझा आम आदमी पार्टी दे रही है. So इसलिए चीटिंग के लिए भी दिमाग चाहिए.
Mr. Ahluwalia, it's not going anywhere.
Welfare states.
It's not going anywhere.
Give authority to human.
It's really not going anywhere. I'm sorry, Neoma. I have to pardon me today. I've really run short of time. My takeaway is that my takeaway is, I'm really sorry. Any other day, my takeaway is that the country needs new guidelines to differentiate between economic health and freebies before elections, because free. Right, but economic health for the disadvantaged and poor is the hallmark of the Indian Constitution, and this is my big takeaway. So that's all on 1.1. On the other side, we will discuss how the Bangladesh student protesters want 1972 Constitution to be abolished